What happens if you black out on a ride? Thankfully, I never had a seizure on a ride, but if I did, I could probably hit something that's around me. Like, I'll be totally, like, out, unresponsive and be like, and could just hit my head or whatever. I could just hit the floor, which is not really good. I think last time I did had two or more seizures, I hit the kitchen counter before I hit the floor because when I woke up, I felt like somebody just beat me up, but there was no one but me and the maintenance guy in my apartment. But since my doctor overdosed my medication a long time ago, that I have been very good under control with my seizures, and there will be times where I have these weird, strange feelings. It'll be like every once in so long, and I know just to get down on the floor, hopefully it'll pass, my medication will help. And I can tell you, it's a scary feeling. It's a really scary feeling if you have this, like, strong, strange feeling inside of you. And you know you gotta get down. Like, there may be times that I don't remember feeling it, but it comes on really fast. And then you gotta really act really fast to get down on the floor before it kicks in and you fall to the ground. Like I said before, there are different triggers to having a seizure that people don't know about. People ask me about stroke lights, and my family member asked the doctor a long time ago, and the doctor said sometimes you may have a trigger with stroke lights. And I remembered a long time ago that if you knew the place, it was called Big Thrill Factory, and they had one, and the first one was in Minnetonka, and oh my gosh, I love that place. I love the laser tag, and do the bumper cars, and it was like, oh, they had like black lights all over the place, and I always wanted to do the road course, and then my family member said, "No, you're not doing that," But then one time my family members decided to have a party there, and then my family members like, okay, you can go on the rope course. And I was excited to do the rope course, so I was doing the rope course, and I was just doing just fine. I was just doing all fine, and all the black lights were all around. And then when I was almost done walking the whole thing, I felt this really strange feeling. I felt a strange feeling when I was up there. Like, oh my gosh. And I just like stand where the pole, next to the pole is, hoping it will go away, because the rope course is like on top. And then, like, maybe like a minute, it just like went away. And then I was fine walking around again, and I didn't tell anyone of my family members. I really didn't tell. Yeah, I know, bad of me, but that was fine. I was going all around having fun, and then that's when I told my family member when we got in the car. I think I was feeling to have a seizure, but then I was fine the rest of the time. And remember, I used to go to Valley Fair, which I don't go no more, but there was days that was so hot. I still wanted to go ride the rides and enjoy, and one time it was so hot, and if you remember, a long time ago, Valley Fair used to have this big, huge IMAX theater. Once you got inside of it, and you're like, oh, it feels so good, and then you get kind of cold after you're in it for a few minutes. Like, oh my gosh, I think that saved me one time, because it was so hot, because I feel like I was getting triggers from the heat. And then when it was kind of sad when Valley Fair knocked it down, because it was the coolest dry spot and the park to go cool down in. And then when they remodeled the bathrooms near Wild Thing, oh my gosh, it feels so good. And then I would go in there, cool down, and oh my gosh, it feels so good. And then over the years passed by, air conditioning wasn't as working as it used to, and then it got so hot in there in the summertime that there was a couple of times I went in the bathroom. And if anyone had this happen before, let me know. Like, I went into this bathroom or anywhere that you went inside and it's so hot. But I went into the bathroom, closed the stall door, and then I felt like banging on the walls. I don't know if it was my medication, because my medication did give me a lot of side effects when I started taking that medication, even on a very heavy dose. But there was times where I just felt like banging onto the stalls, and I'm like, no, I'm not like that. And I was kind of disappointed when I asked one time at Valley Fair at guest service. I asked because I went into first aid one time because my friend wanted something for first aid. And then I asked because the first aid looked so nice to just sit down and rest. And I asked guest service one day, is it okay if I can just go to first aid when I get too hot and just settle down there? And so he called. And then he said, well, yes, but they'd rather you to go down to Subway to cool down or the diner. And I'm like, really? Well, yeah, that's how they are. Oh, I can see at Valley Fair it's just poor management. I'm sorry to say that, but poor management. That's why I don't really want to go back. I also got a few questions from someone saying, why don't you have a service dog? And there could be reasons for that. Like, I didn't know how to get one. And then you gotta, buy food for it. You gotta vet bills to take them to the vet. They're kind of expensive. And right now, you see, everything's so expensive now. And these days, like I've seen in videos of people going into the store with their service animal, and then either the customer or the employees, what's up with that? What's wrong with you guys when they really need their service animal to be with them? If I had a service dog, it needs to be with me so it can tell me to get down when it detects me having a seizure. That would be so cool. But these days, it's just terrible. It's just terrible these days of all the videos I've seen. So, yeah, there's some answers for you there.